Today is May 1st, 2026, the month of my birthday, and today I choose to move. I know what it is to see clearly and still hesitate. I know what it is to carry ideas, insight, care, vision, and conviction, and yet wrestle with timing, readiness, and the weight of being seen. I know what it is to recognize the need, to feel the pull to act, and still stand at the edge a little too long. I know what it is to want to do meaningful work and to feel the tension between what I can see and what I have fully stepped into. But today, I'm choosing differently. Today, I'm choosing movement over hesitation. I'm choosing contribution over hiding. I'm choosing to stop standing too far back from the very things that I am meant to do. I will not spend my life noticing what is missing and doing nothing about it. I will not become someone who is skilled only at observation, only at commentary, only at recognizing gaps, naming problems, and explaining what somebody else should have done. I am doing the things. I'm stepping into the circle. I'm responding to the need. I am moving toward the work that is mine to do. Not perfectly, not flawlessly. Because I know this much. The world does not only need more opinions. It needs more people willing to serve, willing to build, to show up, to move. I believe people matter. I believe voices matter, that people deserve to be seen, that people deserve to feel seen. I believe light is meant to reach dark places. I believe service is not a small thing. And so when there's no table, I'm building one. I'm building the kind of table where people can come with their gifts, their questions, their burdens, their ideas, and their stories and not have to apologize for taking up space. I'm building the kind of table where truth can be spoken, where people can be strengthened, where others can remember their value, and where hope can breathe again. Because sometimes building the table is not about being noticed, it's about taking responsibility. If I can see what's missing, then I must at least consider that I may be meant to help meet it. If I can see who's overlooked, then I must at least consider that I may be meant to help make room. If I can see that somebody needs encouragement, clarity, help, or welcome, then maybe that is not just information for me to hold. Maybe that is an invitation to me to act. So that's how I'm choosing to live. Not as someone always waiting to feel fully ready. Not as someone hiding behind preparation. Not as someone protecting myself from the risk of being seen trying. I am moving. I am writing the page. I am speaking the words. I'm offering the help. I am asking the question. I'm starting the thing. I am serving in the way that is mine to serve. And I'm not doing this only for myself. I'm doing this because my children are watching. I'm doing this because I want them to see what it looks like to live with courage. I want them to see what it looks like to respond with conviction. I want them to see what it looks like to use what's in your hands instead of waiting for perfect conditions. I want them to see a woman who doesn't bury her voice, her gifts, her care, or her calling. I want them to see that faith moves. I want them to have before them the example of someone who builds, someone who shows up, someone who doesn't wait to be chosen before deciding to be useful. I know I won't always get it right. I'll stumble. I'll say some things imperfectly. I'll build with rough hands. I will have many moments when I wish I had done better. But there's no meaningful service without effort, no real building without labor, no shining without exposure. And I would rather be found doing the work than standing back with untouched hands and an unspent life. I believe God has not called us merely to admire what is good. He has called us to participate in it, not merely to applaud courage in others, but to practice courage, not merely to appreciate the light, but to carry it, not merely to hope for change, but to be the change. So I'm no longer waiting for perfect conditions until every doubt is gone and the path is completely clear. I'm taking the next step. I'm building the table, stepping into the circle, using my voice. I'm bringing what I have even while I am still growing. I am attempting to be the light I keep praying to see. Because doing matters, showing up matters, and if my life is going to mean something, then let it mean that I did not stay on the edge. Let it mean that I made room, that I used what I had. Let it mean that I helped somebody feel seen, that I didn't bury my voice, my care, my faith. Let it mean that my children saw me live with courage. Let it mean that where there was darkness, I chose to shine. Let it mean that where there was no table, I built one.